So yesterday we put our dough in the fridge to cold proof overnight, and so I'm getting ready to bake it, and I thought I would share it with you so you could see the aftermath. So what I've done is I've taken my dough from the fridge and put it in the freezer while my oven preheats. So my oven takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes to get to temperature. So that's what I did, and now I'm going to take it out and start to score. I have an idea kind of for the score, but I don't know if it'll work, so we'll get to find out together. Here's what I have set out for scoring just in case I need it. So I have a spray bottle to spray some water onto the dough itself before I start scoring it, and I usually have a paper towel handy so that I can wipe off the excess. I have some rice flour, so this is just like one of those sugar, like confectionery sugar things. So this is full of Thai white rice flour. I have toothpick because I like to go over my design with a toothpick first. I have embroidery scissors just in case. I'm not sure if I'm going to need them. And then a lamb. I use a razor blade because it's easier for me. But if you do that, just beware because I don't want you to get hurt. And then I think that's it. So here's my dough, and let me just show you what it looks like. I'm going to flip the camera and turn it so that you could see it from the top while I decide how I'm going to score this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this dough, and here's the banneton. And usually there's not much stuck on it. Again, I'm not using a lot of rice flour when I'm actually putting it into the banneton, so it's usually pretty clean. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on it, just to kind of get it ready for the rice flour that I'm going to be adding. And then I don't need it to be super wet. I just need it to be a little bit damp. And so I'm just going to take it and wipe off some of the excess. It's looking nice. I'm going to take my rice flour, and I kind of am having a little bit of a change of plans on my design. I had actually planned for something different, but I forgot to apply the little pattern that I was going to use. So we're gonna shift gears and score something a little bit different. Okay, this looks like it snowed everywhere here. This, just put a line right here. And that's where my score is gonna go. So I'm just trying to give myself a little bit of a guide because again, I'm visual, and if I don't have it drawn out, it makes it really, really hard for me to actually do it. Okay. Alright, so my goal is going to be to make it like this is a bow, and then add some ornaments here. I'm going to do that. Very, very simple. I'm hoping that it works out because what I've had an issue with is when I do a round loaf and then I score it there, for some odd reason the loaf becomes a little bit more oblong, but hopefully it'll work out. So at this point, I'm going to start scoring. And you always want to start with your fine strokes first and then do that big score. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that big score after I take it out of the oven or not. I may do it before, I might do it after. But first, I'm going to start with, you know, the little boughs. So normally it's wheat stalks, right? I'm just going to do very, very fine and soft lines to make it look like it's a tree limb. Again, I'm taking care not to go too deep, because if you go too deep, then you start to get more like wheat stalks, and that's not the look I'm going for. Okay. Now I'm going to very softly go over the lines that I had made. There we go. And do a little bit softly. And then for my design on it, I'm going to go really soft with a line. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing in the opposite direction at the bottom. Okay, and then in the middle, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two little lines. So here and here. And then I'm going to take a toothpick okay. So again, pretend it has a ribbon that's coming down off of. And then for this one, I'm going to pretend that there's like a snowflake. And I know it's hard to see, but let's pretend that there's like a little snowflake here. Okay, it might be hard to see, but let's pretend that that's there. Okay. Do the same thing, be very nice and light touch. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to pretend that it's got a little bit more of a pattern. So I am going to try to cut a little bit. Okay. I'm going to try to fix this a little bit. Okay, there we go. Sadly, I had a burst here, but it happens. So I am going to just give it a, this is a 7-minute score, right? So I baked it for about 7 minutes, and now I'm coming in to do that. It is what it is, and you know what? It's not so bad. Nick is working late, so I am getting ready to cut the bread so that I can have it with some of the tomato soup that we had frozen. But let me show you the loaf. Isn't she pretty? So I had a little bit of a break there. I think when you see the video, I did go over it twice, and I probably should not have. Again, when you're making these like fine scores, you don't want to go in too deep, and I just got carried away, but it still was a pretty ornament, you know, just has more space there to work with. But I am going to cut this up, and Josh has agreed to be my taste tester. So I'm going to get a knife, and I'm going to show you the loaf from the top, but just in case. Can you hear that? I mean, this is sourdough. So pretty. So I'm going to leave this part intact because I was so proud of it in either way. I just want Nick to check it out. So normally I would cut it this way, but not this time. Let's try it out. It's very light. Like textured wise, it's like airy and light. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I may eat this whole loaf. Nick may just have to see it in pictures. Thank you so much for baking and scoring some bread with me on Vlogmas Day 9.
And as Dad says, you were awesome and you were loved.
Until next time.